Hey everyone, Rob here. Hope you're all having a good evening. Tonight I thought we could talk about some tweets that I have a list of and then I'll start reading in a couple of minutes. Uh, I know a lot of you are interested in self improvement and growth mindset and developing good habits, and you want to be able to wake up in the morning and hit the day with enthusiasm and with a sense of purpose. And hopefully, some of these tweets are going to do the trick for you. So let's see if I can get to them right now and take a look. What happened on that, man? So I wish this app allowed me to share my screen, but it doesn't. And one of the first ones that I see here on Twitter is from a guy named Wealth Director. And he says to stay away from people who think communicating is arguing. I would agree with that. There's a lot of people out there who just want to give other people a difficult time. They think that it's the thing to do. They think that it's in their nature to give people a difficult time. So, Wealth Director, I would agree with. And the next one is, and that one actually got 3,600 impressions and 105 likes and 42 retweets. Let's see some of the comments since we're here. So, one comment says people start arguing when they are too emotional. Detach your feelings from the conversation and you'll be much better at communicating. The mentor says, but you also have to know which are the communications that are worth engaging in, and those who are not. Some communities take your energy. You would be better avoiding them. I would agree with that. Jason Hansen says, okay, Jason doesn't make much sense. Anyway, let's go on to another post. This is a guy called Positive Mindset Coach, and he has 691,000 followers on X. And his description says, insights on human capital and personal growth. I help people master their mindset to build their businesses. So he posted a meme, and that says, how to win at life. Step one, let people do what they need to do to make them happy. Mind your own business and do what you need to do to make you happy. The end. Would you agree with that? I mean, I think it's a good idea not to interfere with other people's lives. And it's especially a good idea to do what you need to do to make yourself happy. Again, at the beginning of this, I emphasized that what our goal is, what each of our goals should be, is to get up in the morning and not hit the snooze button and get up with enthusiasm and hit the day, knowing that what you're going to do that day is something that you want to do and something that you're excited to do and something that you're enthusiastic about doing. So this guy, Positive Mindset Coach, has a pretty good meme up there, and that is to do what you need to do to make yourself happy. And for a lot of us, that means taking action and doing what needs to be done. Again, if I could, I would put these, I would definitely put these up here on, I can't share my screen on YouTube Live, so if I could, I would. So Positive Mindset Coach, again, he has 691,000 followers on X. And he is providing, he says anyways, insights on human capital and personal growth. Kind of up my alley. That's what I like to say that I try to encourage people on. And that is taking action, waking up with enthusiasm, and doing what needs to be done as a man to get a better life. So positive mindset coach says delete everything in your mind that is not moving you forward. And I know your mind, our minds play tricks on us. A lot of times our minds start to think of things that we shouldn't actually be concentrating on. You know, who said this to me? Somebody looked at me the wrong way. Somebody, slighted me. What we have to do as guys is to concentrate on what is going to move us forward. So if you're not controlling what you're thinking, if you're not controlling your own frame, then you're not controlling your own mind, and you're not controlling the situation that we all have to control in order to get our lives moving in a positive direction. Masculine Theory, another guy here on X, says, and this guy has 361,000 followers, and he says he creates male systems for creating value. Oh, we all want to have value, right? I'm not even going to read this because it's kind of ridiculous, but he says control your breath, which is fine. And then he's saying control your downstairs, which, to put it mildly, I don't think we as men have to concentrate on the lower parts of our body, let's put it that way, in order to be men. What we have to concentrate on is taking action and getting things done. As men, we like to build, we like to create, we like to get things done and take action. So I agree with Masculine Theory. I don't think you need to control your breath, and I don't think you have to control the lower part of your body, but you do have to control your mind and your thoughts and the frame of mind that you wake up with and go to bed with and have during the day. That's really important to do that, because if you don't have a proper frame of mind, then you're not going to get along too well during the day. Your own mind could start playing tricks on you, and when that happens, you're losing your frame and you're losing your ability to control. We don't have a whole lot of control in life, but we can try at least to control our emotions and try to control the way that we think. Again, Masculine Theory is kind of concentrating on sexuality, which is fine, except that it's probably not going to make your life a whole lot better by concentrating that. Initially, it won't anyway. At some point, it will. So Mr. Masculinity Rediscovered. Let's see what this guy has to say. He has 294,000 followers on X, and he says that he helps guys become men, learn seduction and forbidden secrets of attracting beautiful women. Keep effing growing. Well, who doesn't want to attract beautiful women? So this guy says in his tweet, his X, that's what you call it now, the successful give their all when the crowd is watching. Well, I would say that the successful give their all when no one is watching them. I think that's when our true colors show, that when we do something and other people aren't watching us and we're doing a good job doing what we're doing, that's when your true colors show, not when people are watching you. Of course, people can watch you, but I think when they aren't watching you, that's when you really can shine through. That's when you know that you have integrity and that you're acting like a guy should act, and that is doing what needs to be done. So this guy Aaron on X says that he went from $2,000 in debt to multiple six figures in 3 years. I always kind of doubt people when they say that, when they say that when they claim that they basically are starting with nothing, then all of a sudden they're entering into a realm of riches and unparalleled success. I did a live stream this afternoon, and in that live stream I described my social media accounts and how far I have gotten in over 3 years of hard work trying to build up my social media accounts. So if you're interested in how easy it is to go from nothing to six figures, I think you'd be surprised if you look at that video. He says that he's developing, okay, that doesn't really matter. Anyway, this guy Aaron says, spend a lot of money and then don't spend anything until you make 10,000 back what you spent. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I think it means something to the effect that you shouldn't spend money when you don't have a lot of it, which makes a lot of sense. I also did a video on this at one point. It was a YouTube short, and basically if you're trying to make a lot of money, then what you do at first, and this isn't financial advice, I am an attorney, but this is not financial advice, but it makes sense, it's common sense, that when you're just starting off and you're trying to make money, and you do have a job, you use some of that money, you put some of that money at risk, and you might try a little bit of risky investment, but most people make their money by a job and then investing that money into either investments like mutual funds, stocks, bonds, real estate, other businesses. And then you start developing some cash flow from those investments. And then when you develop a lot, and then when you get a lot of money, you use that lot of money and you put it in safe investments, and it pays you passive income. So I agree with what Aaron said about spending money and then don't do anything until you make the 10,000 back. I think I would put that a little bit differently, but we get the idea. Okay, so again, I have a lot of tweets from a guy called Positive Mindset Coach. And again, he has almost 700,000 followers on X. And it's common sense, mostly what he tweets about. I don't, what do you say when somebody tweets now? They X or is it they tweet? Anyway, he says that some roads you need to take alone. No friends, no family, no partner, just you and yourself. So that's true. A lot of times we struggle in life, and that struggle is internal. And that struggle is kind of an alone struggle. I mean, you can talk to friends and family about the struggle, but really it's you that has to go through what you're going through. And it's no fun sometimes. But on the other side of that struggle is usually something better than what you could have expected or what you desired. I'm just reading this tweet from Alicio. He doesn't have quite as many followers as the last guy we talked about. His name is Alicio, and he says that he's helping you build an everlasting personal brand. That's a pretty bold promise. 3+ years of personal branding experience, overcame all Twitter's challenges and changes, sharing my learnings. That's good. That's great. I like to see people trying to overcome challenges. Life is full of challenges. Every day is full of challenges, as we all know. And even though every day is full of challenges, that doesn't mean that we're not expected to rise to those challenges and overcome those challenges. Again, my name is Rob. I am a former military guy turned entrepreneur, and lawyer. I was in the United States Marine Corps, and when I talk about overcoming obstacles, I learned to overcome obstacles probably before the Marine Corps, but certainly in the Marine Corps. And in the Marine Corps, you are taught to overcome obstacles. And when I talk about obstacles, I'm talking about like gunfire and barbed wire and walls, things like that, immovable objects. It's difficult sometimes to overcome those physical objects, but it's even more difficult, I've found as an attorney, to overcome the mental objects that are constantly in our way. For instance, people giving you a hard time, people saying things about you behind your back, being afraid to take chances. Your mind plays tricks on you. So this guy, Alessio, when he says that he's overcame all Twitter challenges, I say good for him, because we all have challenges in our lives to overcome. And this guy claims that he overcame some of them. So good for Alessio. In his tweet, he says that you asked yourself the wrong questions. You start your personal branding journey with, what do I want and what is my goal? I guess I would agree with that. If you're starting your journey, if you're trying to start a new journey, if you're on your way to a new experience, of course you're going to ask yourself what your goal is. I like to break it down. I like the idea of goals, but I also really like the idea of not saying goal, but saying hopes and dreams and inspiration. What do you get up in the morning for? What is your hope? What is your dream? Are you looking to make enough money to buy a house, to buy a nice car, to invest in the stock market, to invest in real estate, to retire your parents, to retire yourself? Those aren't goals. They are goals, but they're also hopes and they're also dreams. And if we don't have hopes and dreams in our hearts, our spirit kind of dries up and withers. And that's why I constantly say that when you get up in the morning, you have to have something more than a goal to reach. You have to have a dream. You have to inspire this inspiration that you want to shoot for, because you have to reach it to reach the happiness that you desire. And again, as guys, as men, it's in our nature to reach for the stars, to create, to build, to get things done. And that's great. And you should never lose hope of doing that. And I would really encourage you all to continue doing it if you're not doing it right now. And again, we are reading some tweets on Twitter. And again, let me just introduce myself. My name is Rob. I am a former military guy turned entrepreneur and attorney. I have been doing social media now for a long time, but really have been concentrating on it for at least 3 years now while I'm practicing law and doing other business activities. And I am here on social media to encourage you to take action and do the best that you can every single day of your life. And right now, what we're doing is reading some tweets from people on Twitter that might give us some inspiration and hope to keep doing the best that we can do in our lives. And let me see if I can. Okay, so I like this one. This is one from Positive Mindset Coach. And again, this guy has 691,000 followers on X, on Twitter. And he says that he's offering insights on human capital and personal growth. I help people master their mindset to build their businesses. So let's see what he says see what he recommends to master your mindset. He has a meme here and it says, "You are the one who is about to bring wealth into your family." Well, that kind of sounds like a fortune cookie to me. I do agree with it, only because I think it's good inspiration. What I do think is missing is that you're not going to bring wealth into your family unless you take action. Things don't get done hoping, things don't get done wishing, things don't even, I'm a believer in God, but things don't get done by praying either. And I know, and I'll give you a quote from a guy named St. Francis. And a while back, he said that he said, pray as if everything depends upon you, and work as if, I messed that up. He said, pray as if everything depends upon God, and work as if everything depends upon you. And so this meme says you are the one who is about to bring wealth into your family. You won't bring wealth into your family until you take action. And there are a number of ways to bring wealth into your family. And one of those is through hard work. And I think really for most of us, and maybe for all of us who are on this live stream, that's the only way that it's going to happen. That's the only way that you're going to bring wealth into your own life and wealth into your family, is by stepping up and taking action and doing what needs to be done. Could be as simple as a job. And again, in my experience as an attorney, and again, and as somebody who's worked in the business area for a bunch of years, you can develop wealth, you can create wealth, but for most of us, the way that we can create that wealth is by a job, and by taking the money that we earn in the job and investing it into safe investments like mutual funds and real estate, safe real estate investments. I mean, you don't even have to go out and buy a house or, an apartment building. You can invest in other people's projects, or there's apps online, financial apps where you can invest in shares of a real estate deal. So there's different ways. There's a lot of different ways that you can develop wealth just by having a regular 9-to-5 job. And I talk about some of those on my in my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would invite you to subscribe to my channel, where I talk about growth mindset, developing good habits, personal growth, self-improvement, wealth, making money, the good stuff, the stuff that everybody wants to know about, the stuff that you need to know about in order to make your life a little bit better, and to make not only your life a little bit better, but the lives of the people that you come into contact with every day, like your family, your friends, your relatives, your community. I know I like to say that, as men, we're the ones who have to step up to the plate and get things done. We're the ones who have to take action. If we don't do it, who's going to do it? If you don't go out and, do what needs to be done, no one's going to really, except maybe me, give you the encouragement to go out and do what needs to be done. And again, this guy, Positive Mindset Coach on Twitter, writes, you are the one who is about to bring wealth into your family. I believe that. I think it sounds again like a little bit like a fortune cookie. And fortune cookies never come true unless it's really, really lucky. But you're not going to bring wealth into your family. You're not going to bring even money into your family unless you get off your butt and take action and get things done. And again, those are masculine traits. Those are things that men do. We create, we take action. We get up in the morning, we go to work, and then we come home at night, and we might even be working again. And to me, doing this live stream is so much fun, and I'm so happy that you have this opportunity to come and just have an opportunity to interact or kind of meet our minds together, and hopefully you take something out of this that's going to improve your life and the life of the people that you love. Again, my name is Rob. I'm an entrepreneur. I describe myself as a former military guy turned entrepreneur and lawyer. I was in the United States Marine Corps. I was a major in the United States Marine Corps. I talk about overcoming obstacles. As an attorney, I know a lot about finance, real estate, business, you name it. I know those areas pretty well. So tonight we're talking about some tweets that I follow some guys on Twitter, on X, and they write about becoming better, developing positive habits, positive mindsets, self-improvement. And we all need a little bit of encouragement every single day. We need more than a little bit of encouragement. And I like to give encouragement. I like to receive encouragement too. And I like to give encouragement because I think as guys, if we encourage one another, just like the women do, they kind of stick together. And us guys have to stick together too. And we have to help each other out and encourage each other and share our tips, maybe share a little bit about ourselves, share our lives. And in that way, we make the world just a little bit better. So thanks for joining tonight. Let's see what, okay, I like this tweet here. This guy doesn't have a whole lot of followers. Chems, I think his Twitter handle is, his X handle. He says, YouTube millionaire. Join my free Telegram. He has 59,000 followers, more than I have. I find it difficult to grow on Twitter. I don't know about you. I've been on Twitter for a long time. I've been on X for a long time. And from what I understand is if you don't have, upgrade your Twitter account, then it's pretty difficult to get any reach on that. But anyway, I'm not complaining, believe me, because I get enough attention on my social media accounts. But anyways, Ken says, first of all, he says he's a millionaire, a YouTube millionaire. Now, I immediately, as I guess as an attorney, and just as a guy who's been kind of read a lot, that when somebody says that they're a millionaire, they might be a millionaire, but I really seriously doubt if they're a YouTube millionaire. And I did a live stream today on YouTube and about monetizing a YouTube account. And it's not easy to monetize a YouTube account. And if you're a regular guy, like I consider myself to be, just a hardworking guy who gets up every morning just like all of you, and does whatever we do every single day, you're probably not going to make $1 million on a YouTube channel. You're certainly not going to make $1 million on a faceless YouTube channel. And you're not going to make $1 million on a YouTube channel copying and pasting. There's a lot of ways you're not going to make $1 million, and that's just, it's not going to happen on YouTube. So I doubt if this guy's a YouTube, Kim's a YouTube millionaire. But he does say in his tweet that daily consistent action leads to huge monumental wins. I agree. I agree that you have to take consistent action every single day. I think it's funny because I write a lot as an attorney, and just I write a lot as a creator. And I kind of think it's funny when people put adjectives in front of words that don't really mean a whole lot, like when he says huge monumental wins. It's kind of redundant when you say huge and monumental. Anyways, that's some of the things I look at as a writer. But what I would say about that is daily consistent action does lead to success. At least it leads somewhere. Because if you don't take action, you're guaranteed not to go in any direction except maybe backward. And life can be difficult, and it's difficult to take a little action. And the way I kind of get around that difficulty is I take small steps. And as an attorney, as a business owner, as a creator, I know that if you try to put too much out there on your plate, it's hard to take one step in front of the other, right? I mean, if you have this long list of things you have to do every day, all of a sudden you're feeling like really motivated. So you make this long list of things you're going to do, and you're taking these action steps, and you think, wow, I'm going to do 20 things today. I'm going to get things done. And you try and you try and you try and you do 5 or 10 of them, and you're like, I'm burnt out. I'm not going to take another step. I'm not even going to do this tomorrow because it's too difficult. So my way of thinking is to just take one little step at a time. Not huge steps, not huge wins. Don't look for huge wins. Look for small, incremental steps every single day, just a little bit. And then that kind of keeps your inspiration up. And again, I don't like to think about like listing steps of goals that you have to do every day, but I like to think in terms of hopes and dreams and being inspired. Like, you're not going to be inspired by 10 goals that you have to reach by the end of the week, but you can be inspired if your hope and your dream is to buy a house, a nice house for your family, or a nice, if you already have a house, maybe a vacation house, or you want to get a better car. You're dreaming about getting a sports car, or you're dreaming about getting your girlfriend a nice ring, or you're dreaming about getting a girlfriend. I mean, you have to have some hope and inspiration in life, and if you don't have that, you're not going to be able to take these small incremental steps that lead to big, big wins. So I hope I've encouraged some of you tonight, and thank you so much for everybody that has joined in. You're an inspiration to me. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Have a great night.